Hello, fellow musicians and those who want to be a musician but think that they are too visual of a person to dive into the black and white music theory. Now there is no excuse for us, the visuals, to dive into music theory because now we have Chromatone. It's the international visual music language to learn and to experiment with, and it's a website that is developed in a course of maybe 6 or 7 years already, and now it's becoming something more. It's more of a web experience and a complex of web apps that makes it really powerful, not only to just learn something about the theory and the color, the sound and the notes, maybe some note systems and the intervals and the scales and so on. So all the music theory and even deep music theory, but also we may use this as a basis for other music education materials that may be produced, because this circle here is a part of the website. It's movable, it's even zoomable, it's resizable, and it's placed here, and it's recorded separately as a media file, and the screen recording is recorded too now with the sound that's coming from this mic and from the input going through some processing with monitoring on and off, with noise gate that is adjustable for your noise levels, and with a compression of a compressor helping level up the loudness of the voice. And this goes into the videos also, so we can talk, we can say something about these or that information. We can even draw something here with our pen tool and say, this D. But Ctrl Z, let's play a D note on the keyboard. It would be the S key on the keyboard, and let's paint it. Let's say we'll play D and find this D here and maybe D minor, and have all the notes here, like painting arrows like that, or maybe make them bigger, and then you can even browse other sites and get back, and all the drawings are there. So imagine the power of educational potential of the website now, with changing colors, of course. So it's a tool for you or your educator, your teacher, music teacher, to use to spread the knowledge, make the visual music really easy to learn and to explore and to use. So the idea is not only to learn for the sake of being educated, but for playing music together, jamming together, composing together, and once 1/5 of visual thinking people introduce themselves to music that deep, the music will become richer and richer with new ideas coming from the visual parts of the brain itself. And it's about the theory, and there is so much about the apps. And let's go to the main page for a brief moment, because this logo is now interactive and even multi-touch on your touch device, and you can also play your PC keyboard, and it reacts to it, shows the colors and the selection of the color, and these little lights that light up in any place that you are talking about, so you can illustrate some concepts with the colors. And the idea is that this is the synth that is also built into the website with different oscillator types and even changing octaves with the Z and X keys on the keyboard, and with quantize. But quantize to what grid? And let's check this out. Yeah, we have the tempo section, the updated metronome section, and yeah, we can just start the beat. It's silent, but we can turn on some click. It's not loud click, but it can be useful to play. And yeah, I hear it quantizing. Yeah, so now I'm playing the keyboard pretty randomly, but it's quantized to the grid and it sounds quite nice. And if we introduce some more rhythm here, so the synchronized circular metronome, the polyrhythmic metronome with 2 lanes playing together, 2 different sounds playing there with interchangeable length and the subdivisions, you can build quite an interesting system with it. And the most fun thing here is this button, this stairway button. It makes a Euclidean rhythm for the number of the steps and the number of active steps. So it's just a reset to the most well-formed, well-distributed form of this rhythm, and it appears quite nice to our ears, and you may use it as a start for your compositions, rhythmic compositions. So just delete or add a step and find the shape that is produced to you. You can rotate it, change the accents, add some notes, and play along with it. So without quantize, you can try your rhythm. Once you like the rhythm that you've chosen, you can download the MIDI file easily. If you like the melody that you're playing, you can record the audio stream. And yeah, just once you click it again, the file is saved with the clean audio, with some limiter at the end, with compression, and with all the effects that are there. There is a reverb, there is a ping pong delay on the synth, and there will be so much more later as I'm building it, because it's not the end, it's just a process, an ongoing process of development. Yeah, we have all the MIDI functionality, even MIDI router built into the website. So now we have the Playtronic attached, and yeah, it works nicely. More than that, there is so much more to explore in the apps. I just want to show you the power of the spectrogram. So you may see it. I'll turn off this sound of the metronome. So you may see all the incoming audio from the microphone as a spectrogram, but it's colored with the frequency colors derived from the formula of Chromatone. So we can see all the overtones and analyze any sound like this. You see these notes and the overtones, the octave, the fifth, and then those are the overtones, and you may show the properties of some formants, for example. Like, yeah, the nose and the cavities, how they form the sound, and so on, so on. So many powerful things to produce some educational content about and for Chromatone, and also just checking out, you know, like homework. Like, you may sing and let the roll record all the pitches, and the your educator, your teacher, will then have the video that is recorded by the website, and can analyze your voice not only with his ears but with his eyes. And it may be very helpful for those people who will teach music theory using their eyes and their aid and their help in this deep and quite a hard journey, you know. It may be fun in the moment, but when you go to all the practice thing and all the techniques, all of the musicianship, it may be quite hard. And there's so much more to explore. I don't know how to stop. I can browse that for hours, and I just want to show you some drone generator, just to have you know, some other experience with sound, not playing it by hand but making it produce itself. And there are some parameters, some LFOs that are shaping the sound, and it's changing, and you may change the pitch, and you can use it as a tempura or shruti box for your sing exercises or some instrument exercises. It's really powerful, and it works quite fine on modern mobile devices, but Android is not very great at this, and old iOS devices may have some glitches. But yeah, even MIDI is working on the mobile. So much to explore, and I hope to build more and more content with this system by myself and by those who want to become an educator in our academy. So for now, there's only yours truly, Denis K. Starov, but there will be more people that may help you to explore the Chromatone and the music itself, because I think that finally the colors are not needed for us to play music once we understand the intervals, the chords, the scales, the overtones. It's an understanding. It's more than visual. It's complex, but a visual part may really be helpful in the beginning and in the middle of the journey. So we have materials, we have a course in Russian that we've built with Skillbox, and there are quite some partnerships going on. So we have the video course in Russian, the full music theory video course, and it's in Russian, but there are plans to make something like this in English, and for other people to build their versions in other languages. And also I'm building web apps and hope to collaborate more on web apps that build on the open source code of Chromatone, and I'm collaborating with Playtronica for their Touch Me device, this MIDI controller, and yeah, it's quite fun. And I hope that all this leads us to not only knowing more about music or just composing more music by ourselves, but for meeting together and jamming nicely, jamming for hours, playing some improvisational compositions that may have modulations, may have complex relations of pitches and scales and so on, with the colorful aid that may coordinate people like a visual conductor or some kind of something like this. So it's the Tsup.ru, the project that where I am the conductor maybe, or the player of the music, and there is so much more to expand on that, and I think that it's my mission to build this tool, to sustain and bring it forth, bring it to, into the best form that I can, and I hope that you will find it useful, interesting, and maybe support this process so I can stay focused on developing the Chromatone system and not finding ways to find ways to do this, because finally I think that we may build an international academy that will make it easy for people to learn, to teach, and to meet together to play music. And I hope together we may change the global culture where music will be a more big and more significant part of our daily life, but where we are not only listeners but also performance and educated listeners of music. I hope it's interesting for you. I hope you will dive deeper into the theory, the apps, and all the information on the website. And I'm also here to talk about the Chromatone and about the partnerships. You can reach me through the Chromatone channels or directly. I'm really open to any kind of collaboration, and I hope that you already have the image of this system implemented in many ways, like in audio and video production and music tooling, and so much more to try and to have fun with. Let's do it together, and see you next time. Bye.